This is Soxl on the 5-minute time frame. Here are your price targets for Monday. We ended the week at $17.13, up a whopping 21%. Congratulations if you've made some money off of this ticker. This is where we ended, basically at the middle of the trend and the baseline, and I will mark that out. Ignore all the other horizontal lines. Those are previous support and resistance lines. Now, above the middle of the trend takes us to 2 standard deviations and another level of resistance and a potential take profit area at 1842. Above that, 1911. And at 4 standard deviations, should we be so lucky as to get there on Tuesday, that would be roughly $19.86. To the south side, at another level of support and a potential buy-in area, 1553. Another level of support at -3 standard deviations takes us to 1487. And another buy-in area and a potential stop loss area, depends on what side of the line you bought, $14.09. And looking left, there's a gap that is still in play to the south side since we gapped up. That will take us down to $14.13. Okay, and this gap will take us down to $13.33. Let me move this out of the way. And this gap closed out on Wednesday the 7th. So this was a 1-day gap fill. So we gapped down and then we went sideways. And note how this line became resistance, basically 3 times here, and then made our way up. A leg here and then grinding along this line, going sideways. You can see that leg up. And right now, this is resistance, so we fell down, made an attempt to run back up again. Price, oops, let me move this. Price did not make it up to this level, fell back down, and now we're at support. From here to here is support. On the way down, it turns into support, and then we bounced off of this gap. Once you start looking at gaps, you'll note that oftentimes price will bounce off of that line, whether it is support or resistance. Now, it's been a little bit since I looked at this. So this gap is done. We touched right there on the 6th. That opened up on the 2nd, took us down to 1235. This gap, boy, I haven't really cleaned up this chart in a while. That took us up to 1183. This gap, excuse me, oops, my allergies are still killing me, and it was so windy today. I think we had 60-mile-an-hour gusts all day nonstop, and it just wreaks havoc on me. Okay, this is so close to, let me see if I can pull, let's pull it from here. Yeah. So we touched, did that touch right here? I don't know. No, it didn't. Right there. 1286 is no longer in play. That filled to the upside, so we went, well, let's see what happened here. Oh, this got moved. Let's take it down to there. Oh, let's turn on the magnet just to get a little bit, make sure I have this out correctly. There we go. Yeah, there we go. I know a lot of people are interested in this ticker. And Dr. Harry bought in at 788, sold at 1020. It was a 29% return when he sold out. That was incredible. And today we're up 21%. Not too shabby. All right. So what else is going on? Let me make sure. All right. So the next gap up that I see, that gap filled already. Oh no, I'm sorry. I need to clean this up. That touched on the 12th. So congrats if you rode this thing up for a long position. Delete. Delete. It started at 14.10, closed out at roughly 16.25. And then we have what's going on here. A retracement to the upside. Okay. And then this one after that. And then we have this one that will take us to $22. Okay. Randall asked me what my thoughts were on Soxl this year. Well, if the talks, now that we are getting more clarity about the trade war and the president making deals with different countries, it's looking much better. So hopefully, I know that many people bought up high and got trapped. So we're just slowly walking our way up. Okay. So watch out for these gaps to the upside if you'd like to go long, but then we have some gaps to the downside. What does the RSI tell us? Going up still, and then check out the other time frames to give you different buy and sell signals. But I did, after Dr. Harry talked about this and some other people pointed it out, and then I started just tracking it, I did buy in at this pink line at 9.39. So how much am I up? And so this pink line, let's just move it over here. And it ended today at 17.13. Oops. I'm up 83%. So let me know, do you think I should cash out or hold this now that I'm up so much for a long-term hold? But if I do that, there are gaps to the south side because, you know, things always go south. They don't go up constantly. It's a stair step and then a elevator down. You know how that is. So makes me a little nervous. I haven't moved my stop loss up either because I don't care. I'm terrible at that. But if you're trying to preserve your capital and you need it to continue to trade, then definitely you will want to put a stop loss. Oops, but look at this. Should something tank and this is a fake out, where this is a fake out breakout, all the stocks are running, and then all of a sudden it gets slammed down, we could be back down to 874. But we are not in that channel, not in the zone, not even close, just something to be aware of to the south side. All right, the next one I want to go over is something I did get stopped out of. I hit a sell limit that I forgot to move upward, PYPL, PayPal. Okay, I've traded this in the past. So let me give you price targets first. 72.31 is where we ended. We are basically at the middle of the trend. So we could go up and just chop sideways or continue to move up with this green line and then the outer bands. 73.77, 74.37, and $75 to the north side. To the south side, 71.23, 70.62, 69.99. All right, so we hit, when I realized this thing was running, I was not at my computer, and we hit 4 standard deviations. Previously, I had set the sell order at 3 standard deviations, and we hit 4. And then we, guess what, fell down. To be expected. When a ticker hits 4 standard deviations, that is not typical in a day. Always within 2, if you're lucky 3, I never expect to go to 4. And it did. And then we got slammed back down. And then we crossed this line, we went sideways. And now we're back up again. And this will be resistance on the way up. So here was a clear buy-in clear sell-off, and this gap is still in play. So you're thinking, oh, I missed the boat. Don't worry about it, because what goes up must go down. What goes down doesn't necessarily get up again, but sometimes when you get up, when you're down, you will get up. Okay? So don't panic. Don't FOMO into this. So I bought in also. I've traded where the green lines are. I have sold out at different times, I think. Or is that a gap? Let me see. I have to go to a different time frame just to get the bigger picture. But in this transaction, I bought in at 66.53. I sold out at 9.75%. I will take that all day long for a short trade or any trade, because that will be putting your money in a regular bank account. No, thank you. And let's clean this up. As you can see, that gap took us to 66.28. This one I haven't, oh, that touched right there, took us to 67.13. This one touched right about there. That took us to 65. Oh, what about this nice, whoops, this nice one touched right about there. That took us to 68.81. And this one touched to the downside, taking us down to 70.35, and then we gave up all the gains there. All right, as you can see, I need to clean these up, and I will do that at some other point. Okay, delete. And this one as well. Become an expert and look at the ticker every single day, and you'll see opportunities for yourself every single day. Okay, that one closed to the downside at 73.19-ish. Yep, as you can see, wait, that is going to be to the upside. That's wrong. That should be green. Let me look at that a little closer. Oh no, what the heck is that? That shouldn't even be there at all. Okay, let me just delete that. See, I saw something weird, and oh, that's because it was so tiny. It was this gap right here that basically closed out. So forget that. I deleted it. I'll keep it deleted. Okay. Option R. And let me show you on the daily what's happening. So we have gaps to the south side, some landmines here to be aware of, 54.41, 51.70, and 44.59. But I guess I sold out here at $70.20 for a 5% return in the past. And then I did a 10% return in the past. So it looks like I've traded this 3 times, and I still own some shares at 58.50 that I am hanging on to. Oh, this is for my mom, but I know I own some as well. Okay, that is, oh, let me give you price targets. We're at 72.73. So one leg up would be roughly 79.22. And then to the south side, oops, will be roughly 61.33 for a pullback. All right, and then I should just end it, but I'm going to do one more just because. I'm going to do MOG. I just did this, USD, but I did this on the daily time frame. As I mentioned, my handyman is very much into crypto. He's probably a crypto millionaire, and he is always trading crypto. But look at this. We've got a leg up, and I feel like it's going to get slammed right back down. This was marked out on the daily. So now what I'm going to do, because I'm on the 5 minute, I'm going to show you the movement on the 5. So well, because this is traded 24/7, I'm just going to encapsulate this right now where price is. Okay, then I'm going to do this and then revisit this. So there's one target. There's another target. I used to do this all the time. So then I can come back and see where price hit. Like I've done this with Bitcoin too. Okay, so here are your price targets on the 5 minute time frame, and of course the 5 minute moves fast, so we'll come back and see if this hits. But because I just did MOG, let's just look at, for giggles, Btcusd, because people are talking about this one as well. See, Monday to Tuesday, Monday here, Monday. What the heck, jeez. Here we go. Oh, the market's open, so that's okay. Sunday, Monday. So from here, I'm just going to mark this out for a visual. Okay, from here to here. Okay, the channel is still going down. I'm just going to mark this even though it's a moving target. Okay, right now I'm just going to put this at 40 and then watch it move. Yep, see, it just moved. So let's just go 39 and I'm done. Okay, option R. Here are your price targets. I'm going to mark this out very quickly. And then we'll come and revisit and see if anything hit. This one should be. Actually, that lines up with the daily, but let me just move it right here so it can be seen better. Okay, so that's Bitcoin. And the last time, I'm going to go to the daily now. The last time I tracked this, okay, we were at, oh wow, I haven't even done it this year, have I? That was in 2024. Okay, so the last time I looked at it, price was at, okay, I did it when it was 99,738, 91,624. I did it at 71,000, 42,000, 30,000. I did it for a trader who was interested in that back in 2022. I don't know if he bought in at 30 when I talked about it at 30, but in held, that'd be pretty amazing. All right, that does it for me. If there is a ticker that you'd like me to go over, please let me know and have a great trading day.